Welcome, guys. Today's Friday strategy session. Guys, we absolutely love doing this. By the way, Discord notifications, Facebook notifications if you need this. Of course, replays, and we post it up on there. We got WhatsApp, we got Discord, we got the replay on YouTube, we got the replay on Facebook. It's everywhere out there. So those who haven't watched it live, guys, check out the replay. But guys, today, when we talking about something excellent, as always, we start off with a little mindset. After that, we're going to be talking about, of course, our branding, automating, and scaling up of businesses. And for this, guys, we've been talking about for the past couple of weeks our presentation. And every so often, I add on to this presentation, adding more and more of my freaking knowledge based upon what I've learned, based upon what has not worked, based upon what is fucking working, and all my knowledge I just take and I pour into this presentation over here so I can try to provide you guys with the most amount of value ever freaking possible. But guys, as always, we got to warm each other up, right? As people kind of pouring onto here, let's warm each other up. Let's talk about mindset, right? Because honestly, guys, it's Friday, all right? Friday, you could choose to be like lazy, not do anything today, this weekend. You could choose to be lazy, not do anything, but really the way I see it is that having a really successful business, guys, become really successful in life, you have to do things that people aren't willing to do. You got to be take the road less traveled. You got to be willing to do things that not everybody's going to do. Because if it was easy, everybody's going to be doing it. So to start you off, guys, let's talk about something in mindset I wanted to go over. And I might have go over this briefly on another strategy session, but it's powerful. It's really freaking is powerful. And it's a simple fact. And I'm saying a fact because it is a freaking fact, is that you can truly accomplish anything. You really are just limited to what you can come up with in your mindset. You're really limited to what you can come up with your mindset. And honestly, even freaking, I know I do get spiritual sometimes with this. God is great, all right? So you guys don't like that. You kind of F off right now, but I don't care because God is freaking great. And God truly says that you can do anything. You can, I don't know the exact quote in the Bible, but anything is possible through God. Anything is possible through Him, and you yourself, you quite literally have the power of freaking God. Think of God as like a father figure to you. Don't you want to have everything and more in life? Theodore, if you don't mind, stop sharing the screen. Let me stop video. Cool. All right, cool. Yeah, just so we can check out my handsome face only. Okay, I'm kidding. What I'm saying is that you can truly do anything. Throughout life, throughout our careers, you're going to have a lot of freaking naysayers. Throughout our life, you're going to have a lot of people saying that you can't do things. And it's going to be weird sometimes. Sometimes it comes from the most closest people to you. It can come from friends, family members, cousins, whatever, small-minded people. But it's all those people that are just trying to put you down, trying to stop you from truly achieving what you can accomplish. And it's pretty interesting. And if Zai is on here, please put the acronym down in the chat. But there's an acronym for what's called like haters. And I like this. It's like afraid of your success, hating against others' success or something like that. When it comes to me, I'm having a brain fart. I'll share it on here. But you can truly accomplish anything. And let me tell you something about that too, is that it's not going to be easy. It really is not going to be easy. If it was easy, anybody would be doing it, but you got to appreciate everything. You really have to appreciate everything. All the ups, all the downs, all the in-betweens, I might come off as pretty successful on YouTube and on social media and everything, constantly going to the beach, living two blocks away from Puerto Rico. It doesn't change my life, my lifestyle. It's all relative, Sometimes in my life, I got this crazy high. Sometimes in life, we got this crazy lows, and I'm sure that's relative to everybody else too, kind of depending on their individual success level. And so what I'm trying to say is that regardless, you're going to have success. Regardless, you're going to have lows. And to really, truly be successful overall in your life, you need to be able to appreciate everything about that. Because in order to really have tremendous amount of success, in order for you to really understand what tremendous amount of success really is, you need to have those really, really low areas. Let me give you an example of it here as well, too. I hang out with a lot of people that have supercars, all right? Like Ferraris and Lambos and things like that, G-Wagons and stuff. And I rent out my own. I don't have my Lambo yet. I don't have my Ferrari yet, but it's coming soon. It's on the work. What I'm trying to say, it's very, very interesting. Because whenever I rent out one of those cars, whenever I go into my buddy's car, people that are making more money than me, because I truly believe that you hang out with people that make more money with you to kind of push yourself up. But it's interesting. Whenever I hang out with those people, as soon as you get in the supercar, as soon as you get in the Porsche, I love right there, Porsche. Fucking Porsche is fucking sweet, guys. I'm not letting turbo. I can't wait to get mine. But as soon as I go into these cars, what does everybody discuss about? the first discussion everybody talks about when you get into these very, very luxurious cars or luxurious houses or you do these luxurious events, first thing everybody thinks about is they think about the times where they didn't have that. As soon as you hop in this Ferrari, you're like, oh my gosh, the fucking suede or Rolls Royce. Oh, it's so luxurious. It's amazing. But the first conversation that I just about almost always have with these people is like, yo, you remember the lifestyle back then when we were walking to school? Remember the lifestyle back then when we were able to afford cars? Remember the lifestyle back then when our gas tank was on E because we were too worried about how much money we actually had in a bank account and afford gas? Those are the type of conversations that when I have with those types of people. And even myself, my family, so what I'm trying to get out of this is that, life, no matter what, it will have those up and downs, guys. It's not always gonna go the way you want it. That's just fucking life. But in order to really live an enlightened, free, happy life, you do need to enjoy the ups and downs because that is a part of the process. And to end it off and leave it off on this, is I'm trying to say is that you really do need to enjoy the journey, because what's the point of rushing it, guys? You got so many times, so many years. But let's get into the strategy session over here, guys. Enough of this mindset over here, guys. If you want to bring up anything on there, by the way, if Zai's on here, I don't know, Zai, you here? Can you bring up that hater acronym? Because I love that hater acronym. I don't know, but let's go. Let's rock. Because I want to talk about what's really important over here, guys. Making moolah. Right. You present this on full screen. Boom, boom, boom. And say, what? All right. All right, cool. So let's get this party started, guys. All right, and as always, guys, you presented this last week, but of course, guys, you already know your boy Blade had to add a whole bunch of more alpha in here, a bunch of more value in here that it's worth presenting again because this is fucking phenomenal. All right, and throughout the presentation, my focus is on helping credit card companies get more clients, on helping contractors get more clients, on helping coaches get more clients, and marketing automation on there. So for reference, a lot of this, we'll talk about that. All right. So let's get this party started, guys. I'm trying to get this here. All right. Sweet. So let's get this party started, guys. Excuse me real quick. Your girlfriend issues over here. But let's get this party started. So, guys, like I'm talking about, warning, guys, this is one of my secrets that honestly a lot of competitors won't want you to know. All right. And I'm trying to get this hater acronym from over here, but she's not listening. What if I told you getting clients was a whole lot easier? All right. Who am I? Blade. My name is Blade Torrado, guys. As you probably already know from either my YouTube, my communities, Facebook, WhatsApp, Discord, Instagram, TikTok. You know me, I got it all. Gary Vee once said content is king. So I truly believe that. And I push out my content everywhere and I build communities everywhere. I love talking to you guys. I love helping you guys make more money. My goal is really to, by the end of this year, make 10 more millionaires. I think we're already up to like 2 or 3 right now. So we got a couple more to go and we're going to do it. And honestly, with this presentation alone, I truly believe we're going to accomplish that. So it's a fact, guys. This is a fact that on social media is, okay, first of all, it's a fact that this is probably the most easiest and beginner-friendly way to be able to do this. I'm going to take our approach on this presentation that is just going to allow it to just be as simple as possible. I really don't want to get too complicated in the ninja techniques and different words and stuff like that and different definitions, because that's college stuff. College stuff, they teach you all the definitions and stupid tactics and all. But here I'm going to tell you the real shit. I'm going to tell you the real stuff and what works, and I'm going to try to keep it as simple as possible so that anybody can just freaking do it. So there's no excuses not to fucking implement this shit. All right, let's go. And by the way, I do get passionate about this stuff. So if I end up talking too fast, or if you guys have questions, raise your hand, comment below, message me on Instagram Messenger over here or Facebook Messenger. I'm more active on Facebook Messenger. But let's get back into this, all right? 3-step blueprint. This is what we're going to be going over in this presentation. First, step 1 is I call this kind of laying down the foundations, laying down the social media foundations. When you're building a house, and I'm talking about this type of construction business, but when you're building a house, you got to put the freaking foundation. Otherwise, what the house is going to stand up? You got to put the footings, you got to put the foundation around. Otherwise, if you actually build a house without the foundation, guys, it's going to crumble down. So what I'm talking about is your business is the same way. You need to build the proper foundations in your business so that when you start scaling it up, when you start doing all these other things, you start making a lot more money, it's able to grow in the right way. Okay. So Step one is becoming the expert in attracting clients. Organic social media presence is important. Your branding is what we're talking about here. Option number two, well, not step number two, is automating the back end of your business. Because in order to really scale, you need to be able to have passive ways to onboard clients, talk to customers, do other things that when you start bringing a whole bunch of more traffic to your funnels, to your automations and everything, you can have it automated the way you want. You can really only grow as fast as you can onboard new clients. So you don't have an automated, so if you don't have an automated way to onboard new clients, you're gonna be stuck. Because there's only a certain amount of hours you really have at the time of the day. You have fucking 12 hours a day. And honestly, you're probably working out an hour or two. That's 10 hours. You're probably eating another 3 hours, 7 hours. You're probably goofing off, jerking off for another 2 hours, 5 hours, 5, 6, 7, 5 hours about really. So you're limited to only a specific amount of time per day to really make money. So we need to automate this in a way so that we're not really congested if we have a bunch of clients. We're not limited to the amount of hours we have in a day to be able to onboard clients. Okay. Next step over here is, of course, making more moolah. Oh yeah, guys, let's go. All right, so let's start off, and let's be honest with each other. In this presentation, we are going to need to kick ego aside. I know sometimes for myself, even that can be difficult. We all can be thinking that we are all amazing, and we are amazing. We're all perfect, by the way. But for this presentation, let's look deep at ourselves. In order for this presentation to really work, we do need to kick ego aside and really, truly, without emotions, understand our business, look into our business, look into ourselves and how we're conducting it in order to become better. So let's be honest, we're all nosy in social media. Have you ever wondered how often this happened to you? Are people clicking your social media, your Instagram, Facebook, YouTube? And if you said no, you're probably lying. If you said yes, you're right. Because we all do this. We all go to social media, we all go to Facebook, we all go to YouTube, and we click on people. We check out people's social media presences, we check out people's comments, we check out people's posts that they're putting up. It's just a natural human thing where, humans are naturally kind of just nosy social people. So let's try out an experiment really quick. Let's pretend, for example, that this Facebook page was yours. And let's pretend, for example, we have an offer. Let's say that we're selling coffee, all right? And let's say that we're selling coffee. And let's say that we're spending $1,000 a day sending ads to this Facebook page to sell this coffee. Based upon the Facebook page right now, how many coffees do you think we're really going to sell? To be honest, I don't think we're going to sell even one. Even if we just spend $1,000 a day sending it to this Facebook page, a profile to sell this coffee, I don't think we're gonna sell one coffee. The reason being is because there's nothing on here. It literally says Lorem Ipsilon. Whatever the fuck that means. There's just those placeholders, but whatever. There's no branding behind here. There's nothing to trust. There's no, when we buy something online, think about yourself, your own customer journey. When we buy something online, I myself mainly buy off of like Amazon. And the reason being is because I know if I buy off of Amazon, it's going to come here or I get my return. What I mean by that is I trust Amazon with my money. If you go to a random page, if you go to anything, who do you trust more? What gets you to buy something? It's usually something to do with trusting. There's a whole lot of fucking scams out there. And if you guys are in crypto, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. All right. There's a whole bunch of scams out there. So how can we really just bring about trust within our brand to allow people to just buy with us a lot easier? So what you're going to do is you're going to turn, and I did change out my profile right now. I'll show you guys in a second. So I think it's a lot better now. But what I'm trying to say is left compared to right. Who do you think you would buy from? Over here on the left-hand side, John Smith, mountains in the background. On the right over here, build your financial freedom on your terms. Popping out money over here, showing some ads over here, me eating a piece of corn over here. You know what I mean? It shows that over here on the right-hand side, I'm real. On the left-hand side over here, John Smith. Who the F is freaking John Smith? Obviously, oops, I want to see if I can pull up my new Facebook profile over here. I changed my Facebook profile a little while ago. Boom. Sales process automations, AI automations, V18s, marketing growth partner, guys. Who would you buy from? Let me go back to presenting. Oops. All right, cool. Like I was saying, guys, if your profile really isn't like optimized properly, people aren't going to buy it. Okay. So And like I said, this is probably one of the easiest steps is really just optimize your social media presence. Let's get into this, guys. Let's go back to this. So step one is really to become the expert and start to attract clients. And throughout all your communities, your social media profiles, you need to do the same exact thing. Because you're investing all this time to build up your social media profiles to attract clients over to you, to bring traffic to your offer. You need to have an easy customer experience. You need to have an easy customer journey, an easy way for people to just pay you money. You need to make it as easy as possible for people to just hand you over dinero. And reasons to set this up. Yo, Blake, why the F am I gonna set this up? Because it's fucking easy, all right? Because if you're not, you're losing out of money, you know? It requires no skill. This is all kind of just self-explanatory. Maybe it's just me because I know stuff like the back of my hand that I do marketing for the past 5 or 6 years. Even before that, I was fucking selling candy in middle school. So I was always marketing myself. I was always selling. But, this is going to unlock a new stream of free leads. Honestly, it's literally a passive way of bringing in new leads because with content distribution, with putting out stuff on your social media and your communities, your Facebook, your Discord, your WhatsApp group, your Instagram, your YouTube, as soon as you put a piece of content out there, as soon as you put a video on there, it's going to be out there forever. 24/7 content's going to be out there. People are going to be watching your shit. Okay. And 24/7 people are watching your shit, going to your funnel, going to your social media, seeing what you do and buying from you. And guys, let me tell you one thing, guys. It's the most satisfying thing that when you wake up in bed, you check out your notifications, your Stripe. Well, kind of fuck Stripe. I don't like Stripe anymore. So when you help with a merchant account, I got you guys. Your Stripe kind of fucked me over, and a lot of my friends over. But what I'm trying to say is that the best thing to wake up to is you waking up to a notification about money you made while you were sleeping. Guys, let me tell you, that shit is the best feeling in the world. All right, let's go. So like I said, reasons to set this up, guys, it's fucking worth it. All right. If you already don't have this shit up, you're probably losing out of money. I can tell you that right now with full confidence, Let's go. So first, let's go over Facebook. After that, we're going over into Instagram and really have to optimize it. And it is pretty self-explanatory, guys. Cover photo over here, profile picture, a little intro section of what you do, bio link, feature photo. Think about like this. Ask yourself this. When people hit your social media, do they know what you do? When people hit your social media, do they know who you are? When people hit your social media, do they know what you're selling? When people hit your social media, do people know the problem that you are solving? You really just need to that. You just needed to make it as easy as possible so that when people hit your social media, Instagram or Facebook, for them to really understand what you do and how to pay you. That's really this summed up over here. So step one over here, cover photo. Like I was saying, guys, a couple of tips that I use on my cover photo to be able to just bring in a whole bunch of more leads passively is I make sure that my cover photo has a nice headline, a nice call to action over there with with a button saying, hey, click me now to get something for free. Let me show an example. Actually, I think the next page is going to show you a couple examples. Let me continue. And if it doesn't, I'll go back to it. But what I'm trying to say is that the reason why we use this is really as a lead gen reason, is a way to be able to give freebies out in exchange for opt-in information, name, email, and phone number. Also as a way to give out free value, to earn trust and to be able to also showcase all your links and everything else that you have to offer over here. This example over here only has one example of a link that they could use, but how I made mine, I don't know why I just didn't show a picture of mine. But look over here. I got all my examples over here of everything that we offer. So let me show another thing over here. If I go over to one of my Facebook groups, credit repair marketing, click to get the business growth blueprint. Click on this. Click on see more. Credit repair marketing automation, conquer the 2-week challenge, client acquisition blueprint, free, boom, over there. And of course, schedule an AI funnel mapping session with me. So I'm pretty much just making it really, really just stupid simple for be able to just see what I have to offer. That's really, like I said, what it comes down to. Cool. And of course, by the way, too, I always recommend that you do track your links. So over here on the right, you see this little bit.ly link over here. It shows the amount of profile visits it gets. 2 reasons to do this. The first reason is because to be able to help you with optimization and conversion rates, obviously, you're building out these funnels, you're building out these social media platforms, you're building out these communities to be able to build these businesses to bring you financial freedom to godly wealth, So you really want to optimize everything, start testing literally everything, see what words work better in terms of that click-through rate. In order to do that, you need to track it. So there's really 2 options to be able to track. You can go Bitly. I'm pretty sure Bitly is free. I used to use that, but now I use my own sales management tool I partnered up with Go High Level and with Funnel Hacker Labs, my company, to be able to build out a tool to allow you to really just track those links and a bunch of other things we'll talk about later as well too. If you need help with that, you guys know how to get in contact with me. What I was saying is keep track of shit. Know your freaking numbers. And we'll go into how to craft an offer and headlines and things like that in a few. So don't worry about that, guys. I got you guys. I'm going to make you a lot of money in this presentation. I promise you. So yeah, 815 by 315, guys. You can use Canva for this. I love Canva. Next thing over here, we're talking about the profile photo, guys. Profile photo is when you click it, also have a link over here as well. Profile photo, try to just be as professional as possible. Really just try to show you if you're trying to, it depends on what you're doing actually, because if you have a ganja company, a medical marijuana company, a weed company, you might not want to be in a suit, whereas if you're a chiropractor, you probably want to be like in a lab coat and a doctor's coat. If you got a credit card company, you might just want to look sharp, maybe a button down or a suit, guys. I'm obviously a marketing agency, an AI automation and marketing agency. Plus, we help people build passive income assets or buy passive income assets. So mine is really just me, just looking freshy, fresh, blady good, But just think about what your audience really, listens to. It's all about understanding the verbiage about your audience. And we'll go into that in a few. But let's talk a little bit more about optimizing your social media. So yeah, intro section really to showcase what you do over here and a quick link. Feature photo, same exact stuff. Cool. Now let's talk about IG. Now I love Instagram. Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube are probably my biggest money makers over here. So for this presentation, like I said, we're really just going over that. All right, let's go. So 5 points. You got your stories, you got your bio, you got your link, your story covers, and what you post. Those are the 5 things that you can really optimize here, and they're the most important. First things first, guys, just stories. Guys, stories for me, they're the most fucking important thing that you could probably ever do. For me, stories are just about where 90% of my conversions really happens are in the freaking stories. And I know it might sound crazy, but it's really true. Stories for me is really what gets all my clients to start converting for me. So I always teach everybody to treat it like a webinar. A short version of a webinar. This is probably going to become like an hour-long, 45-minute long video, and it's the webinar in itself. But each story should be treated as a smaller version of those webinars. A more simplistic version of those webinars. People that engage with you will see this pop up. The way I kind of work, and we'll talk about a little bit later in the future here. But my content distribution strategy or my client acquisition strategy through Instagram is first to start following my target market, engage those people and everything, get them to follow me, comment with those people. It's called social media for a reason. So you got to be social. But then what happens is that because I'm engaging with these credit card companies and they're talking back to me, my stories pop up on their feed. Awesome, great, cool. Now, because my stories are popping on the feed and I'm having call to action on my stories, and they swipe up, they DM me from the stories, they see what I have to offer in my stories, and boom, I make my money. But my favorite way of really doing that is because I engage these people that are going to see my stories, and then I call them out on my stories. I pull out my phone, I keep it as simple as possible. Hey, I'm looking for 5 people that want to solve X by doing X in X amount of days. That's my favorite fucking call to action ever because it fucking works, guys, right? So the strategy here really is to get your target market to engage with you and then get them to convert through your webinar-like stories. Hey, I'm looking for 5 people that want to solve this solution without having this friction over here in X amount of days. That little right here, guys, please trust me, guys. Take a fucking screenshot of that script because this thing fucking works. And I'm cursing a lot because I'm passionate about that, as you can tell, because that fucking works over here. Next one. All right, your bio, guys, your bio. Your bio really shows off what exactly you do. Your bio is like your billboard. It's like your digital resume. It shows off what you do. And you have very limited space on that bio. So you really want to ensure that you're leveraging that entire bio the most optimized way possible for people to just see that bio link, understand what you do, see that you're going to solve my problem, and then pay you. So of course, show off a little bit. Have a call to action, show what you do. Mine is freedom to godly wealth. Because that's what I'm truly trying to inspire people to be able to build freedom that they rightfully deserve, that the God-given freedom that they rightfully deserve through wealth, to themselves. Next thing that we did over here, AI automation funnel marketing. That's like what I do. 2.2 mil and with a 5K budget. That's one of my showing off over here. I build money printers for a living. Kind of just keep it lighthearted, kind of talk the way I talk for people to understand me and trust me. Cool. Your link, obviously. Your link. So with a bio link, I always recommend to have a link tree, not just the direct websites, because most people, if you're anything like me, you probably have multiple different products. You might have multiple different freebies. You might have multiple different communities that you want to offer everybody through your Instagram. So if you were to have it just a website, they're not gonna be able to see everything that you have to offer. Somebody might come to you for automation, but you have a link for marketing on your bio. So then you want to make it as easy as possible for people to really just see what you have to offer, because the average retention span of a person, TikTok truly fucked this up for us. Our average attention span of a human is like 7 seconds. Honestly, it's even less than that now. It's probably less than 3 seconds now. But what I'm trying to say is that we don't inherently have a long attention span anymore. So you need to just make it as easy as for people to understand that you're solving the problem, to trust you, and to buy from you. So that's what I'm saying. Have a Linktree link on there. You can use Linktree, you can use Hi Hello, you can use Vubi. There's a bunch of other ones to be able to organize all your links. Or you can even build out a funnel that will showcase all your offers that you have available. Boom. Story covers. All right, story covers, guys. Showcase past wins to give people a reason to buy from you. So I use my story covers here, my story highlights. Of course, have covers on them to make it seem more professional, to actually make it seem like you treat this like a real job. Just think about it too. Who would you rather buy from? Somebody that treats their Instagram like it's their fucking job, or somebody that's just kind of posting? Somebody that's treating their Instagram like it's a hobby, like it's a side hustle for them. Me personally, I'd rather spend thousands of dollars on a dude that seems like, hey, this is my fucking job. This is what I do. And I make my shit seem effortless on my Instagram. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is with your story covers, you want to showcase over here in your highlights and your stories. And then, I'll talk about this a little bit later and how to relate with people on your Instagram. But on your story covers, you need to use that as a way to have people relate with you, to trust you, show what you do, and to showcase, your lifestyle, to make it seem like it's easy for people. Make it seem like you do it easily. So that if you make it seem like it's effortless for you, imagine people coming into you like, oh my gosh, this guy makes it seem like effortless for me. I want to work with him. He makes it seem like effortless. That's why you want to show your lifestyle on here. But let's continue. So as you see over here, guys, I got wins over here. I got like what we do, alpha advice, freedom, money printer, lifestyle investing. Boom. All right, what you post. Now, what you post really does make a difference on the type of clients that you're going to attract to yourself. Because if you're posting, the verbiage is very important, and especially for SEO. Let me kind of give you an example on here, and then I'll really go into this over here. But let me give you an example. So of course, you guys already know that I run a shit ton of fucking ads for credit card companies, spending thousands of dollars every single fucking day on ads. So I have a good understanding to be able to give you this advice here. Is that we run ads for 2 different types of companies. Boom, boom. One ad was your credit repair, and the other one was specifically for collections. Hey, we removed collections off your credit repair. Another example that we actually did as well too is, hey, credit repair specifically for veterans. And you ran these 2 ads. On the ad for just credit repair, the cost per conversion was like $150. The cost for acquisition, the cost to get a client was around $150 for just credit repair. And then when you run an ad to specifically say, hey, we do collections, or hey, we credit repair for veterans, switching around the verbiage a little bit to make it more specific, the cost for acquisition from $150 all the way down to like less than like freaking $60. So it's really important the type of verbiage that you use, the type of copy that you use in your posts, especially in terms of SEO, search engine optimization. I'm gonna go into that in a second. Let me continue here. I just stepped on a fucking nail over here. Excuse me, guys. All right, post what works best. So one of my original strategies in terms of content distribution, when I first was really posting on my YouTube, was really, and it worked. It was just to post as much shit as I possibly can, a wide range of things towards credit repair and contractors, and then see what hits. It's really that simple. You see what works, and then based upon what works, just do more of it. And I'll show another example a little bit later. But Got to keep it simple. Post a bunch of shit, and then based upon what gets the most likes, comments, or engagement, post more of that. Right? There's, the algorithm is constantly always changing, but it works just like that. And I'll go into a little bit more. The longer you keep it, all right, so perfect. SEO works like this. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, they all have the same algorithm. Obviously, it's all changing. It's all done with like AI. It's always some things are changing. It doesn't matter, whatever. But it's always the key principles that has always been the same. In which case, Facebook is a business. It wants to keep users using Facebook as long as possible. So if you were to be able to put out content out there that keeps people on Facebook as long as possible, keeps people watching that video on Facebook as long as possible, Facebook will reward you by ranking your video up higher. Okay? So that's how you kind of get your video ranked up higher. But what's more important is really how to get your videos in front of ideal clients. And that has to do with the exact SEO and copy that you are using. So, and of course, you're probably going to want to be able to sell the most expensive shit, but you can't just be exactly like, hey, this is the most expensive shit. You might want to be like, hey, this is going out to executives only, people that have jobs that have the most, I can afford that shit. It's another example. This will make more sense. So my YouTube channel, how it really popped off for me that allowed me to really connect with a bunch of credit card companies to be able to do marketing for them. And this example will explain everything for you guys. I was putting out all this fucking content out there and really just seeing what hits. Eventually I realized that every single fucking credit card company wanted to run Facebook ads. And I realized that just by putting out Facebook ads content, and those are significantly getting more engagement than every other video. So what do you think I just did? I just made more videos about running Facebook ads for credit card companies. And then I tailored the titles and the descriptions of those videos to use keywords that people are searching up. Think about it. What are people searching up that want to use Facebook ads for credit for business? How to run Facebook ads to get more leads on my credit for business. And that's the exact title I would use for my videos. How to run Facebook ads to get more clients, how to run Facebook ads to get more leads, how to run Facebook ads to get more customers, how to run Facebook ads to get more X, Y, and Z. So I experimented with those different copy words, and you can obviously do things like look at Google, Google Trends to see what specific keywords rank the best, and trust me, I recommend that. But what I'm trying to say is that SEO really comes down to the specific type of keywords that you're using based upon what other people are searching up. So get into their minds, fucking talk to these people, really understand what these people are saying. For example, I know like all my credit guys, most of my credit guys, most of my credit guys are personal guys that like to curse a lot and like to make money. I know how they like to talk, so depending on what niche you are, understand how they like to talk, that you can understand what they're searching up, so that you can then take what they're searching up and use that to post to attract more people like them to your content to eventually buy it from you. So, like I said, keywords are ideal. And I can clearly remember during Corona, I had these 2 months where I made around like $67,000 off my YouTube channel just by selling courses and by selling CRM snapshots and my client information, my sales management system. And I literally just made that with having a little less than 1,500 subscribers on my YouTube channel, an average video of mine. Just look at my Instagram over here. I can show my YouTube as well. My videos don't get a tremendous amount of views, but that's okay because the views that it does get are very, very high quality people because the keywords that I use are specifically meant for people that need to be able to do X, Y, and Z for their companies, and they're willing to pay for it. Okay, so rather than really just focusing, especially if you're just trying to make some fucking money here, all right? Honestly, Facebook ads, YouTube ads and all that stuff doesn't really pay too much. I can tell you the truth because one of my chiropractors, we got him up to 500,000 YouTube subscribers. All right, 500,000 YouTube subscribers, and he makes around $500 a month off of just AdSense. So it doesn't pay you a lot, So the YouTube game, the social media game, is not really based upon AdSense. It really is the individual brands you can make off of it and the audiences and communities that you can create to sell stuff to. You know, like I said, 67 grand in 2 months with the YouTube channel, less than 1,500 subscribers. But I can guarantee you, those 1,500 subscribers, you know, have bought something from me. Okay. Because all those 1,500 subscribers are really high quality people because the verbiage and the specific keywords I use to attract those people into my YouTube channel. Okay. Just keep on going. Pattern distribution. Let's talk about Instagram for this. This is one of these things that I added onto the presentation as well too, because this is fucking fire over here. This is alpha over here. Give me a second. Content distribution. So the goal of let's talk about Instagram and Facebook over here. YouTube is kind of a little bit different because you don't want to have that. You don't not gonna no words. You're not gonna necessarily have that connection on YouTube. Yeah, you can show up the lifestyle and everything, but the connection, proof, and value. This 3-step formula over here is more so things for like your digital resume, like Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok, YouTube. You know, that's more so high quality people actually searching out for solutions to problems and people that are willing to pay for it. They're not always necessarily looking for that connection. They just want the answer right away. Whereas on Instagram and Facebook, they are looking for the connection. They are looking for somebody they can trust, you know? And that's really how you start attracting people in here. But let me break this down to you guys, all right? Let's go. Connection, proof, and value. The reason why we use connection is we use that for like storytelling. We use that through showing off the lifestyle. Look over here in the first word over here, connection. You see me riding my bike over here, jet skiing with some chicks, you know, me renting out cars, hanging out with more chicks, you know, working out, wakeboarding over here, part of a couple posts of me smoking cigars. You know, I'm doing lifestyle shit. I'm connecting with people by showing that I'm a fucking human, that I have a fucking life, and people can relate to that. In addition to that, you know, I show that, hey, I do this amazing marketing and I make my marketing seem so effortless that I have the time to be able to have this financially free lifestyle, to be able to ride motorcycles, hang out with chicks, you know, rent cool cars, go surfing, you know, smoke cigars, do these things. So a lot, you know, connection, it's really two things that you're doing here. Is you are, yes, of course, you're connecting with people, you know, showing that you are a legit person, but you're more so just showcasing that, hey, you do your offer so freaking good, so effortless that you have all this time to live this financially free lifestyle, that you make your offer seem effortless. Proof. Proof number 2 over here. So now you can post proof on your posts, on your reels, and your stories, but I more so prefer to post proof on my stories and on my highlights. So over here, I don't know why this doesn't have a cover on here. I might re-update this picture, so excuse me for that. But like I was saying over here, wins. Boom, wins. I need to press that. Wins, and you need this over here. Boom. Posting on my proof over here so that if people have any hesitation, if like, hey, can I trust this guy? Does this guy actually know what he's talking about? Boom. Check out my fucking proof. Check out our results, you know? Check out our case studies. And value over here. Now, value I usually use for reels to be able to attract clients to us. And my entire strategy behind attracting clients to you by posting value is to provide as much freaking value as you possibly can, make them as much money as you possibly can for free, so that when they do end up paying you, they're like, oh my gosh, I just made $1,000 off this freebie that Blade showed me. Imagine, what if I paid Blade $1,000? I'll probably make $10,000. What if I paid Blade $10,000? He'll probably make me $100,000, you know? So the value really here is to start attracting clients. And it really, trust me, you need to make sure, this is important, that you use specific SEO keywords based upon what other people are searching up so you attract those right people to you. But you got to make sure that you provide this value, a tremendous amount of value in this content, and you got to be creative with it. You know, AI is great, that helps with that, but you really need to be able to provide a lot of value on here so that people get the justification to want to buy something from you. You know, you make the money on the front end, they trust you now. Oh my gosh, like, oh my gosh, imagine what's going to happen if I actually spend money with this guy. You know, that's a strategy behind that. And guys, like I said, all this shit is fucking simple, guys. All right. Awesome. Now, this is where you got to really kick your fucking ego aside here. All right. Kick your ego aside here and just take a time real quick. If you need to, screenshot these questions. You need to ask yourself this, and this is really going to help you. Trust me. What do you want to sell? Really, really understand what the frick are you selling, okay? For me, I'm selling an ability to have freedom because we automated their business. You know, Freedom because we automated their lead flow. Freedom because we implemented a hybrid system to appointment setting. AI pre-qualification and VAs from the Philippines. I'm really I'm selling the ability to bring somebody freedom to their business. Who would buy this? Executives, business owners, credit companies, construction companies that are too tired of that they know that they can't always be working on the freaking job, and they need to be able to sub things out to people that are smarter than them, to automate them so that they can focus more so on scaling. Who would buy this? Somebody that wants to automate their business, have everything kind of just handled for them so that they can focus more so on what's important, making fucking money. That's kind of like who would buy my shit. Are those people engaging with you? Look through your comments. Look through your likes. Look through your shares. Look at people who engage in your stories. Look at who's fucking following you. And ask yourself, are the people that are following you or engaging with you, do those look like the type of people that would buy shit from me? Or are those just friends that you used to smoke weed with? Or are those just friends from fucking middle school, high school? Or are those just people that are just thinking negative, constantly putting you down? Fuck that. That's not making you money. I want to make sure that my followers, if you're anything like me, I want to make sure that everyone's engaging with me are people that are ready to spend money with me. And now finally, number 4, and if you answer no to question number 3 in terms of, hey, do you get people willing to pay you money that are engaging with you? If you answer no, then number 4 is very important here, guys. How can I get more of those types of people to how can I get more of those type of people that I want to buy my shit, to engage you, see your solution, and fucking give you money? All right? How do we do that? And it takes just being creative, Of course, engage on social media. So, the way I really started building my businesses, when I was in college, I dropped out of college in year 3 is a Corona, and because I just fucking love my business and I thought college was kind of useless in terms of what I was doing. I'm not saying drop out. College could be helpful for certain things, not helpful for other things. I fucking love college. I had a great time partying, hanging with friends, so I'm not regretting it. What I'm trying to say is that, before I get too off on the tangent over here, is at the very beginning of college, the way I really supported myself, I had to pay that monthly no college tuition. I had to pay rent, food, and all the crazy, exuberant things I would do with chicks, take them on dates, get drinks, have fun, it's fucking college. But the way I really kept up with that, to pay for that, and I always had money. My entire life I've always had money, I'm a kind of good hustler. But in college, I really started building some nice wealth, and that allowed me to drop out. But the way I really built it was through here, engaging on social media, and by finding a watering hole. Mark Zuckerberg, my boy over here, Mark Zuckerberg, guys. If you need me, I'll call him up right now. My boy over here, all right? I got my speed dial over here, right? But what I'm trying to say is that Mark Zuckerberg did do us a good favor. He created something called Facebook groups. And I'm sure you've all been on a Facebook group. The reason why I love fucking Facebook groups is specifically all about that topic. It's a community based upon that entire topic. So I used to use, did I talk about this in the next step? I forgot. Okay, I'll go about that in a second. But make an example over here. Okay. So when I was first starting out, when I was first in college, I needed a couple of jobs to really pay for all my shit. And I did 2 things. I did personal training, and I helped contractors get more jobs. Contractor getting more jobs, I would take a percentage on that. I would take 10 to 50% of the jobs I would get them. Personal training, I would charge them, X amount per session, $50 to $100 per session. And the way I really got these people, and I'd do it virtually. And the way I really got these people was through Facebook groups initially. And for personal training, let's talk about personal training. How do I get those clients for personal training? Let me break it down to you guys. I wanted to find, I thought to myself, like, yo, who do I need to personal train? Fat people, people that are obese, people that need to lose weight. Cool. How can I relate with those people? Well, I like candy. Usually candy relates to fat people. I like video games. Usually a lot of video gamers are overweight. I'm not a crazy nerd, but I do like Call of Duty Zombies, and I used to have sleepovers with my boys. We used to like zombies all night. So what I'm trying to say is that during my college, I didn't play Blops, I didn't play Call of Duty Zombies a lot, but I was able to relate with them, with zombies, because who doesn't like zombies, all right? But what I did is I joined a bunch of Facebook groups, 3 in particular, 2 video games, 1 kind of candy, sweet tasting group, but most of my money was on the video games, and I spent most of the time there. I was able to relate with them a lot better. But that's how I literally got my first couple personal training jobs, because I became known as that video game zombie guy that that had a six pack, that that I was able to eat right, that always talked about working out in his groups, you know. And I didn't really be like, yo, promo, 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 buy my fitness training, buy my courses, buy my, let me train you for $100. No, I didn't do that. I planted seeds to the point where this one kid was afraid to ask out this girl because he had a lot of weight on him, and he wanted to trim down an extra 30 pounds but in like 2 or 3 weeks to be able to ask out this chick. And when that kind of came up, I was on that shit. When that opportunity arose in that Facebook group, I was on that shit. I reached out to the guy. We used AI, or I'm not going to use AI, but I looked up a quick nutrition guide on what to eat. I gave it to him. I talked to him through DMs on how to kind of intermittent fast to lose that weight fast. And I also gave him a calisthenic routine. He lost a bunch of weight. He was my first referral, first testimonial. And his parents hired me out because he was a younger kid to be able to help him virtually train, because I was inspiring and I was able to train him anywhere in the world. So what I'm trying to say is that, and it goes on to the next one over here, is that there's do's and don'ts to hustling on Facebook groups. First, you're not going to want to join thousands of Facebook groups, especially when you're first starting out and you don't have any virtual assistants. But you don't want to join thousands because then if you join 1,000, you're going to be overwhelmed. You're going to have to post to 15 different Facebook groups. You're going to have to just moderate 15 different Facebook groups to check out these opportunities. And really, rather than that, what's a lot more effective is to join 2 or 3 Facebook groups and become the go-to experts, become the authority figure in those 3 Facebook groups. Become known as the nutritional guide in that zombie Facebook group. Become known as the Facebook ad guy in the credit card group. Become known as that X to that Y. Okay? Plant seeds and look for opportunities. Watch for golden opportunities. Provide value. Like I said, in those zombie groups that it was, of course, I was talking about Nazi zombies, but I was also dropping little nuggets, nutrition guides. I might do, like, I remember this once. I was in the gym and I was on Planet Fitness. I put down my phone over here and I did a fucking live stream to that, specifically directed to that group. And I was talking to them about zombies. I was talking while I was working out. I had my headphones on, and people loved it. People fucking loved it. What I'm trying to say is provide value to these groups. Don't just go into these groups, being like a little rat, constantly just nagging everybody. Hey, give me money, give me money, give me money. Don't do that. It's kind of annoying. You wouldn't like that. So provide value first, earn people's trust, and attract people to you. That will also allow you to charge a lot more when you attract people to you. Like I said, become a farmer, not a nomad, plant seeds. Join groups, interact, post content, use Messenger. Shit goes down the DMs, guys. Facebook posts, a couple of things that you can post just a little inspiration. You need to obviously take a screenshot of this, or of course the presentation I'll send. Motivational quotes, wins and losses, vulnerability, life lessons, giveaways. So let's talk for something. Motivational quotes I absolutely fucking love, especially if you're a personal trainer. Wins and losses, I love those. Because I love being able to really be able to relate with people, tell a story, even if it's a win. Even if it's a loss, sometimes it's okay. Because everybody has losses, so they can relate to that. Drop value, drop these nuggets. A couple of nuggets that I would drop for these personal training groups was like nutrition guides. Calisthenic workout routines that you can do in between lobbies of games. So the way zombie kind of works, especially online, is you play zombies. Once you all die, you wait for the next map, wait for the next map or the next lobby to open up. So in between those 2 lobbies was like sometimes like a 2 5-minute time period, and I created a couple of routines that people can just get up, stretch a little bit, push-ups, incline push-up, squats. So I kind of made a little infographic, and I was able to give it to these communities to provide value to these people, and people fucking loved it. Of course, at the end of the infographic, I was like, hey, you need any more help, call Blade. All right, recommendations, helpful hack, borrow authority, creating case studies with other influencers, showing what they work for them. Help me decide where should I go. All right, let me talk about job value. Let me talk about what you'll call recommendations. So one of my main scaling methods right now to blow up and build this fucking empire of a construction business that I have over in Pennsylvania is I created, like, I think we have 10 Facebook groups right now. We have around 10 Facebook groups of local communities because I used to live in a community called Hemlock, but there's Milford, there is Conishaw, there is Lords Valley, fucking Hawley, Honesdale, all these different communities around us. And so I created a Facebook group for each individual community, and we are running giveaways right now, leveraging other competitors, borrowing authority from other people, posting events, drop recommendations, showcasing our work, all this stuff. Really to just build up these communities, build up trust, and become that go-to construction company for all these individual areas. I fucking call that a monopoly. All right. Cool. Next thing, join groups and try. I feel like we already had that. Did I put that? Oh, I did. My apologies. I know, guys, I'm the fucking worst. All right. All right. 13 billion people on Messenger, but you guys probably already fucking knew that. All right. So network on Messenger, guys. Network. And if you're anything like me, guys, and you're typing out the same fucking messages 20 different times a day, that's very frustrating. And, if you're an ambitious, lazy person, kind of like me, guys, fucking get lazy board, all right? You want to make money, but you're also kind of lazy, get lazy board. It's not bad to be lazy, by the way, too. As long as you're still ambitious, as long as you're still making your bread, guys, don't matter. Lazy board. So pretty much, like I said, what that allows you to do is just create templated responses to be able to send people in like 2 clicks. Next thing, scaling up with virtual assistants. Like I was saying, with these Facebook groups, obviously I can't manage 10 different Facebook groups of communities. Then I have like 2 other creditor Facebook group, and I have on a Hack a Lab Facebook group. Then I got a Project Alpha Discord. Now I got a new WhatsApp group. And then I got all this other shit over here. So you need virtual assistants, guys. You do need virtual assistants. Virtual assistants are great. If you need help finding them, I can hook you up, guys. I usually use single moms in the Philippines where the minimum wage is around $2 to $3 an hour, and I love using single moms because they want to work and they have to work, and I find that especially in terms of graphic design and video editing and helping out with content distribution and content creation, single moms are very meticulous and they're very in tune with the creative side. Okay. So I'd rather choose a chick to create graphics for me than a dude. Okay. So I use single moms in the Philippines. It's a lot more cost effective and because they want to work because they have to, which is great. So they always show up. All right, next thing over here, lead magnet. Let's talk some money, guys. How are we gonna bring some more leads to us? Lead magnets. So like I was talking about before in your profile over here. Let me see if I can just zoom out over here and share this. Boom, over here, lead magnet. How are we gonna get people to just kind of give us their information? Obviously too, when they join the Facebook group over here, I ask everybody a couple of pre-qualification questions. The first question is like, oops, let me kind of hide all these business things going on over here. The first couple of questions is like, yo, do you need a live strategy growth session or want to hop on a quick call and I'll show you how to make money. Even if you don't partner up, I'll still show you how to fucking make money. Drop the phone number, drop the email, drop what's currently, what's holding you back from scaling. So before they join the Facebook group, I have all the information and it just syncs up into my CRM over here. But also, you might not be getting people always joining your communities where you can get that information from people. So offer these people a gift in exchange for their information. So for example, this presentation I have over here, usually for people to receive this, I ask for their name, email, and phone number. Boom. Now I'm gonna give you value. All you got to do is give me your name, your phone number. So let me just remarket to you and eventually sell you on something when you're ready. The point of it really is to be able to get that laid in, get their contact info in so that when they are ready to make a decision, a purchasing decision, they're going to constantly see your information regardless of maybe they followed you, maybe you had an email, maybe you have their email and you're constantly sending them out newsletters, but for some reason they didn't buy today. But you want to make sure that you're constantly on their mind so that when they are ready, when you finally broke down that barrier of friction, they're ready, they go to you and not to anybody else. So let's continue with this lead magnet over here. Because this is a fantastic way as well, too, to organically hustle and bring new clients to you. I use lead magnets as a way to be able to post in the Facebook groups. Like, hey, do you guys want this incredible blueprint that allowed my credible company to go from 0 to 600K in under 7 months? Boom, check out this fucking blueprint right over here. All right. And I do that as a way to just bring people into my community, as a way to grab their information so I can continue to remarket to them. And as well, too, like I was talking about before, is that my entire content distribution strategy is to be able to try to provide as much value up front for free so that they're gonna be like, oh my gosh, Blade, I made money with Blade. Imagine if I start paying him, what would happen? You know? So it's kind of is also a way to get these people to trust you to then pay money to you, pay you money. Proven lead magnet ideas. You guys got courses, ebooks, toolkits, videos, giveaways, infographics, checklists, newsletter, podcast episodes, case studies, swipe files. My most effective ones are case studies. I love case studies, showcasing things that have worked in the past and what hasn't worked in the past. You know, because that allows me to be real with people, show that I'm a legit person. You know, that sometimes makes mistakes, but learns from those mistakes and understands how to improve. You know, infographics. But I more so have success with case studies, with checklists, and with ebook/presentations like this. You know, also videos as well too. But I'm constantly posting videos every single day on my YouTube and on my other social media profiles. You know, checklists. A good checklist that I've used in the past is Facebook ad launch checklist for credit pairs. How to run Facebook ads for credit companies. Here's your checklist, and it gives you the setup procedure, and it gave them the actual swipe file for ads, for the targeting options, and everything. That was probably one of my most successful ones, guys. This presentation over here that we've always been modifying, and also case study, like I said. PowerPoint over there. Boom. There you go. All right, previously many ideas, guys. So for the ebooks, obviously you're gonna hire somebody on Fiverr. You can go to something like the PLR store, or you can just fucking create on Canva. All right, so we're all visual creatures. So when you're creating these lead magnets, when you're creating these things, when you're creating these trainings, when you're creating these courses, infographics, whatever it is, you got to use pictures. You know, half the people that are checking out your shit are going to be more so visual. Half the people are going to be more so readers. And actually another half, that doesn't make sense. Okay, a quarter of them is going to be visual. A quarter of them is probably going to be reading. And a quarter of them is probably like, hey, I want to listen or watch some sort of video. You know, so make sure that when you're creating these lead magnets, you have freaking options. So for example, this presentation over here, obviously you can check out the presentation for yourself, or you're going to have me, your boy Blade, looking all handsome on Zoom, and you can listen to me and listen to me fucking rant to you guys and talk to you guys. You know, so there's two different types of people that can check it out. People that want to read and take the time to check out the presentation themselves, or for those that maybe want the questions answered on a live over here. By the way, guys, we're opening up the questions too at the end. If you guys want me to slow down a little bit, raise your hand, or at the end, I'll open up the questions. What I'm trying to say is that, you know, people are inherently, you know, visual, and they like different options, what I'm trying to say. So give them those different options. All right. Examples of great mock-ups over here as well too. You can go to Graphics River. You know, you can have a Fiverr guy, or if you need a virtual assistant to be able to help you with graphics, message me. You know, there's plenty of ways to make it feel creative. I'm sure you guys can figure that out. Talk about Fiverr. Cool. Headline. You want to create a persuasive headline, all right? You want to create some sort of offer that, and you're not gonna get this, you might not get this on the first try, but you want to create something that just attracts clients like automatically, boom, boom, boom. And this really does come down to optimizing and split testing different things. You know, one of the reasons why I have this as a Canva presentation now, no longer just a PDF file that I send to people, it's that I can modify this. You know, my offers, I'm constantly changing this presentation. You know, on my websites, my funnels, I'm constantly changing out the offers on top. I'm constantly 100% always split testing it. If you go to my funnel twice, I'm sure you're going to see two different funnels because I'm constantly split testing those offers, you know? And to me, interesting, because the way it works is that once you find that converting offer that every single time you put $10 into it, you get $50 out, oh my gosh, just fucking add zeros to it, you know? Same thing with this, you know? Once you find an offer that just converts, just add more traffic to it, you know? So most of the time, 90% of the time, you really be focusing on is making sure that you craft an offer to people that is 90% of the time is you're really just crafting an offer that people are really willing to buy. Okay. So literally 90% of the time you're split testing this fucking offer to make sure it uses the proper verbiage, to make sure that it's using the proper copy, to make sure that the offer is tailored to the people that are reading it based upon what they're willing to pay for. And of course, guys, people are willing to pay for what they want, not always what they need. So that really comes into place where you really need to be able to hop on calls with people, you know, talk to the people and figure out exactly what they're willing to pay for. Like I said, it's very different what they want compared to what they need. I'll give you an example over here. We all know that on Saturdays, on a weekend over here, we need to maybe catch up with our business. We need to be able to go to the gym. We need to do fucking, I don't know, work on emails and shit. We know we need to do that, but we want to go to the bar, but we want to go to the beach, but we want to go do X, Y, and Z. And oftentimes that want, that want is what we do, Another example over here, there's a new iPhone that rolls around every half a year, every year. Okay. I just broke my phone. I had to buy another one. I was running during the rain. People just destroyed my phone. But we always buy the brand new fucking thing every year. The fucking iPhone doesn't change, guys. It does not fucking change. But still, we buy a new iPhone every year. Why? We don't need it, but we want it. We want the satisfaction of other people checking us out with a new phone. We want to feel good with having the newest shit. We want to feel good and empower or just bougie like, But we know we need to spend money on books instead, spend that money on courses. We need to make emails. We need to do more sales calls. We need to do this, but we want to go to the bar. What I'm trying to say with this is that when you're selling to people, really sell what they want, what they're willing to pay for, not what they need. When you're creating a course, there's some alpha over here, so listen up. When you're creating a course, when I create my courses, I only make the first week. All right, I only make the first week. And I sell these courses for thousands of dollars plus, but I only make the first week. And then when people are in the course, I really talk to these people. I really hop on the phone with these people. I really hop on Zoom with these people. I really communicate with these guys and figure out exactly what they want to see in a course, and I provide for them. So I make the course. I make the first week of the course, first couple of days of the course, the first chapter of the course. I figure out exactly what they want, and then I build out the rest of the course based upon what they want to see and what they need. Because what they want will get them to buy, but incorporating with what they need, which is what you already know, what they need, will get them to continue to buy from you. Because you make the money, they're going to continue to buy and refer. Okay. Now, one more example, and I move on. So, for example, credit card companies, they want to run Facebook ads. Every single credit card company, they want to run Facebook ads. But most of the time, these credit card companies come to me, hey, Blade, I got $1,000 over here for Facebook ads, and I got a 5K marketing budget per month to run ads. Okay. I understand that they want to run Facebook ads, but then based upon my experiences, I understand that these guys have no fucking social media. They have no social media presence. No matter how much money you send to ads to these people, it's not going to convert the way they want it because their branding is shit. So I end up having to kind of switch around and work with them to be able to do the Facebook, but also with what they need, the branding, and create a big package based upon both of those. And that's how that works ultimately really well. Combining what they want, Facebook ads, with what they need, the branding, boom, and you got that mixed together, incorporating what they want with what they need, allows me to charge more, allows me to get more recurring business, allow more referrals, and to keep them on way longer as a client. Let's continue, guys. All right, proven headline formulas. All right, templates, examples here. You need this, screenshot it. How to result in time frame without doing this. So one of the ones I was talking about before, let me kind of go back over here to when I was talking about content distribution. Excuse me for a quick second over here. Because honestly, this is one of my favorite. Did I ask it? Post? No, I need to go to stories. Right? Oh, here we go. Like I said, this is one of my favorite ones. I'm looking for 5 people that want to do X by X without doing X in X days. So I'm looking for 5 people that want to automate their business without having the struggles of some sort of complicated software in 30 days. Credit pair. Hey, I'm looking for 5 people that want to boost their score by 50 points in X days. Hey, I'm looking for 5 people that want to boost their score 30 points without having to spend hours and hours calling the bureaus in 30 days. Cool. That's my favorite headline right there, by the way. All right. So if you haven't already, screenshot that shit. Let's go back to here. There's also a couple other headlines over here. Once I get there, dun, 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 dun. It's a big presentation, guys. All right. Like I said, proven headline ideas over here. How to result in time frame without doing some sort of friction. 17 hacks to lose fat. 32 things that all corporate companies shouldn't do. If you need a screenshot, I'm sure you can fill it out in the blanks yourself. Choose your emoji. Things like get emoji. All right, so one thing is that when you're doing things like running Facebook ads, uh, I find that my conversions result a lot better when you use emojis, kind of lightens things. As well, too, is something called Yay Text. I don't think I have it on this presentation. YAYTEXT. What that allows you to do is allows you italicize, bold, and use different fonts in your Facebook ad copy. Because normally you're writing Facebook ad copy, you're not allowed to underline things, you're not allowed to bold things, you're not allowed to do italicize. But if you use Yay Text, you put the copy into Yay Text, copy it out, paste it into Facebook ads. It makes your copy pop out a lot more. So that's just some alpha for you. As well as use emojis. 100%, without a doubt, use fucking emojis. Because it makes it come off more real. It's able to separate copy as well, too. So it doesn't seem too congested and makes an easier read. And overall, it just makes it lighthearted, more happy, and more trustworthy. Use it. It's kind of the same thing like, hey, use the light blue color because it's easier on the eyes and embarks more friendliness and more trust. But we're not going to go into the psychology of colors in this presentation, all right? That is just a whole other fucking 2-hour presentation I can go on to. But now let's talk funnels and automations. Funnels, guys. Funnels made simple. So honestly, your profile, your social media is like a funnel. Because people check that out first, and then you funnel them into a landing page where they buy something or they hop on a call with you or whatever you want them to do. So yeah, profile, landing page, thank you, products and services, whatever. So when you're building out these funnels, when you're building out these automations, when you're building all this stuff, I'm going to be honest with you guys, completely dead ass honest with you guys. All funnels work. All marketing strategies work. It's all really just how much they do work. Because as long as you're putting yourself out there, that's fucking marketing right there. Marketing is just research application. So you really got to ask yourself, what is your fucking goal here? Is your goal to get people to just buy more? Is your goal to be able to get people to hop on more calls? Is your goal to educate? Is your goal to get more community members? Or maybe it's obviously all our goal is to make more money, obviously. But how? How do you want to make more money? Do you want to bring people into a community to then watch your live streams and stuff, then reoccurring buy and refer people over, have that social proof in it? Do you want to just directly close people off of Messenger, Instagram Messenger, in which case I use AI chatbots, Bullseye Credit Group, I literally mentioned it maybe 2 minutes ago, $600,000 in 7 months. How we did that with him was the AI messengers. Ads to Instagram DM, AI will pre-qualify and schedule an appointment. Boom, once it's pre-qualified, a closer then call them up on a time period that the AI scheduled for and close that deal. Simple, Over here, schedule more calls with a direct offer funnel. When we're trading, we use theme pages. We spent around $5,000 on theme pages last month. 2 months ago was his first month working with us. 2 months ago was his first month working with us. Spent $5,000 on theme page advertising. Made around 40 racks. Simple funnel. The ads, theme pages go to the opt-in page. They schedule an appointment themselves. Thank you page. Boom. During the schedule call. In between there, by the way, in order to schedule a call, they have to be pre-qualified. If they don't have at least $1,000, we nurture them for some sort of lower ticket product. But if they do have more than $1,000, boom, confirm the call. The closer goes in. It's a commission-based closer. They make 20%. And they sell them for packages 1K plus, 10K plus. Boom. With When We're Trading, they sell like a couple of 16K packages. Community funnel. Alex Credit Automation Services. Alex uses a community funnel and he's crushing it right now. It's a complete cash cow for him. Pretty much what he does is adds to an opt-in page or asks them for name, email, phone number. As soon as the name, email, phone number comes in, text message automation goes in, asks them to pre-qualify, schedule up an appointment. They don't schedule directly. An appointment setter then calls them up. And keeps on hounding them. More emails, text messages, more calls until they actually pre-qualify them, ensure they have more than $1,000, schedule an appointment, and the commission-based closer then goes in and sells them. All right. Next one over here, video funnel. Richard has a video funnel. What he pretty much does is he does webinars, and he also has a live training video that kind of repeats throughout the day. He brings people into TikTok ads and Facebook ads. Boom, they watch a training video. Once you watch a training video, it encourages them to buy a $500,000 product right there directly to the video. Sometimes it does require a sales call. Boom. They all work is what I'm trying to fucking say, guys. I just came up with examples. That the first example that came to our mind, I have hundreds of, well, I don't have thousands, but I do have hundreds of case studies about all these different funnels because they all fucking work, guys. Go to projectalpha.com, scroll down a little bit, check out wins, and check out all my case studies. All right. So I'm trying to say is that they all work. It depends on how you want to do it. Usually what I find is that the product is $500 or more, and you usually do need to hop on a call with the people to be able to close that deal. Or if you do what you call it, Richard did, is he made a very, very nice webinar, an hour-long fucking webinar, and was able to close them through the webinar, and also in addition to a couple of appointment setters and closers there. If the product is less than $500, you can sell them directly on the site, usually. But make sure your funnel is fucking optimized as shit, obviously. But yeah, what's your goal? Let me know. If you guys need help mapping out this as well too, mapping out your entire customer journey so that you can build it out, optimize it, or you just want somebody to just fucking build it out and just do the work for you, you have to get in contact with me. Landing page. All right, landing page tips. So this is kind of like the direct offer funnel that we're talking about. This is one of our best converting funnels. This is Carlos Felix, One Financial Business. I took off his info there, but I'm sure he doesn't mind showing his face. He's kind of like me. We're both confident, both confident motherfuckers. All right, let's get into this. Landing page. So this is one of the most successful landing pages that we ran for a cardboard company, and it's a very, very simple landing page. Has a video, shows face to earn trust, offer is known instantly. Process is very simple. Hey, schedule a call. I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do to fix your credit. Only button is to continue to schedule. Don't distract the other options. This is not a website, and it gets the info. As soon as they hit schedule an appointment, the pop-up appears, asking for the name, email, and phone. As soon as they hit schedule now, a pop-up appears asking for the name, email, and phone number. Then the next page is the calendar page. The reason why we had that pop-up asking for them to opt in is because they opt in and they don't schedule, at least they have the opt-in information for us to remarket to with appointment setters and emails and text messages until we get them to then opt in and schedule up a call with us. Pretty cool, right? I know, we're pretty fucking smart. All right. Cool. Next thing we're gonna have over here is join our community funnel. All right. Sorry, people are just fucking calling me over here. Blade is busy right now. We're making people money. Some people understand. Join our community. Like I was talking about before, awesome. Credit automation service. Alex, really cool guy, by the way. He is really good at pretty much white labeling the entire dispute process for people. So if you have a credit repair business that you need the back end disputes kind of white label for you, contact Alex. He's my boy over here. And if you're watching this coming in from the credit repair Facebook group as well too, congratulations. You guys have made an excellent decision to sign to work with Alex and us. Let's make some more money, I guess. But I'm trying to say, his automation, his setup, his marketing efforts is simple. Straight to the point, highlighting the benefits of joining, goes to an opt-in page over here, asking for their name, email, phone number, for us to then remarket, and then to join the Facebook group. Obviously the Facebook group is great. I love communities because it adds social proof, it adds reoccurring buyers, other people refer people in. It's also just a great way to just get more people to buy more often from you. With my communities, I might have somebody come in for like a fucking $47 little upfront offer over here, but they join the community, and because they see all this value I'm providing, I earn their trust. I probably have made them some money through my presentations and my case studies and my training videos, that eventually they have more money now in their pocket. Cool. Now they're willing to spend $1,000 on me. Cool. Now they're willing to spend more money on me, $10,000 on me. Cool. What I'm trying to say is that because I have these communities, because we have the social media profiles, we're able to then consistently remarket to these people, and so that when they are ready to spend more money with you, they're going to go to other people because they already trust you and they already see your shit. Entry products and freebies, like I talked about this before. My most successful ones is called the 2-week challenge. I ran this during Corona. It was a great way for me to really just bring people into that $1,000 higher ticket price points. And what I did over here is I originally started selling this for like fucking $7. I was like, fuck this. As soon as I got that first sale, the first fucking day or second day, I was like, fuck this. People bought it so easily. I raised it up to 27. Then I raised it to 47. Then I raised it to 67. Then I raised it to 97. I find 67 is the best price point for it. But the really point, and then also use an upsell as well. I use mine as like a $27. And I use the upsell more so as a tactical method. One of my mentors told me to use a tactical, and it works. More so something that they can keep. So, for example, this credit per 2-week challenge, as I used a a credit per spreadsheet, which is a Google Sheets that showed ads, targeting options, and how to optimize your Facebook ads. Something that people can pretty much keep with them while they run ads. More so something that they can keep physically, well, digitally at this point. But that's an upsell. But the point of this freebie, or the entry products, entry products, is really more so a means to an end. It's not an end; it's never really ending, but more so a means to a bigger upsell. So for the 2-week challenge over here, I more so use my $67 product to get these people to a subscription. I learned this method off of Russell Brunson, the guy that founded ClickFunnels. What he would do is he would sell $1,000 course, and $1,000 was just enough money to overcome ad spend and all of his expenses, making brand customers for free. And then he would upsell people with ClickFunnels, a $97 a month product, or depending on what package you have, it might be like $197 or $300 plus, whatever a month package. And Russell Brunson would use that $1,000 product to overcome ad spend so that we can bring them into a $97 a month product that they would stay on forever. So when I'm first really successful, subscription softwares that I created was something called the funnel library, in which case I would sell people their $6 products and I'll move them over into the funnel library, in which you just have a bunch of just funnels for people. And they would pay me, I think it was like $97 a month or $67 a month. Let me tell you something. I've been using that for 4 years, and I had people paying me $67 from 4 years ago, still to this day. So I'm trying to say subscriptions really work. Memberships work. Cool. Next thing, schedule. Like I said, what's your fucking goal here? So you can get people to schedule in from a funnel or directly from a messenger ad. If you're running ads to this, like I said before, Facebook really does want you to keep users on their platform as long as possible. So you're going to benefit off of that. So if you are running messenger ads and you're having the AI pre-qualify and schedule appointments directly through DMs or through Messenger, keeping them on the platform, Facebook and Instagram, you're going to get a cheaper cost per result than that of taking them off of the platform, bringing them over to a funnel and schedule up in the funnel. But then again, you're going to have more quality if you take them off the platform and bring them to a funnel, because there's steps involved in there. You have to go to the landing page, you got to opt in and pick out a date to schedule, and then go to the thank you page. And there's multiple different steps that create friction on there. So oftentimes, if you take them to the funnel, you're going to have higher quality people, but more expensive people. Whereas if you are pre-qualifying and schedule appointments directly through Messenger, the cost per lead, the cost for schedules will be a lot lower, but you're going to get a lot more leads at cheaper. And because it's going to be cheaper, Facebook is going to put it out to more people, and you're going to get a lot less quality people, because Facebook is kind of just taking it out to as many people as possible, broadcasting that, because Facebook knows that you're keeping it on the platform, something that your competitors might not be doing. So I'm trying to say is that you're going to get cheaper results, but also cheaper quality on messenger ads compared to funnels, higher cost, but higher quality as well. Boom. Another thing as well too is what we've done is, let's say you're running this funnel over here, the one on the bottom right is direct offer funnel, directly just schedule an appointment. What we've done is we add a pre-qualification survey, pretty much asking, hey, you have my money, where's your current credit score? What's currently holding you back? Pre-qualification questions that usually bring up friction and that further increase the quality of a lead. But what I'm trying to say is that survey, if you want higher quality but more expensive hourly cost per schedule, you put that survey in between here, so in between the opt-in and in between the schedule. But obviously, if you want less quality and if you want more people scheduling, move that survey, that pre-qualification survey, to after the schedule. So they schedule appointments and then they answer the pre-qualification questions and then they go to the thank you page. I hope that made sense. If it doesn't, guys, ask me questions. You know how to get in contact with me, guys. Cool. What I was talking about before is at least get their fucking email. So when I'm doing these opt-in pages, I actually the name, which is required, email, which is required, and I always have the phone number, which is optional, because the phone number is a lot more personal. So I try to make that more so optional. So at least I try to get the email. Phone number is more friction. So I try to get the email so I can remarket them, remarket to them later. This is kind of out of order here, so excuse me. But like I was saying, drag and drop builders, I use Kartra, I use all these before, but I find Funnel Hacker Labs and Go High Level are the fucking best. All right, funnelhackerlab.com, gohighlevel.com. I can give you a 2-week free use of Go High Level if you message me. I'll give you my affiliate link. Plus, if you use my affiliate link, I'll make a little bit of money, so I feel more naturally entitled or naturally inclined to want to help you out if you ask me questions as well if you use my affiliate link. So, got you guys. But yeah, high level is honestly the fucking best one because they almost guarantee you it combines all these fucking softwares here into one seamless platform that you can also use on your phone. If you guys want me to check out more information there, I have plenty of videos on my YouTube for that as well. If you want to check it out, like a demo, schedule up a call with me. Like I said, 2 weeks for free. Cool. Now let's talk about more important. Let's talk scaling, boys and girls out here. Let's talk about making some fucking money, baby. Gotta get a little loud over here. Grab guys' attention. Let's talk about scaling, guys. There's obviously plenty of ways. Emails fucking work, guys. We all know emails work. And for those that don't think emails work, I don't know what you're doing. I don't have an excuse for you. You're probably not doing them right. All right. I'm telling you guys, emails fucking work. So trust me, emails work. When you're doing emails, though, try to make it personal. I made an entire video training on specifically how to do emails the right way in terms of warming them up, best subjects for opening rates, and how to create like 5-day email campaigns that just fucking convert like crazy. All right. Typically, you want to get a 1% opt-in rate or purchase rate on your emails. So if you don't get the 1%, there's probably something wrong you do with the copy. It requires further optimization. But yeah, if you need help with emails as well, again, contact me. I'll send you the video or I'll just fucking consult you, help you out. Scale with ads. Guys, fucking ads work. All right. What I love about ads is that it's predictable. But you are limited to your marketing budget, of course. But the most satisfying thing is when you figure out on how to do ads so that every single time you put $10 in, you get $20 out. Cool. And more zeros. At $100 in, get $200 out. Get $1,000 in, $2,000 out. You know what I'm trying to say? Is ads are predictable. Like you're limited to the marketing budget you put out. As well, too, what's really great about ads is it allows you to really test out offers really instantaneously, almost instantaneously. Because what you can do is you can have offer A, offer B, and offer C. Put $100 out per day to each one, offer A, B, and C, and boom, within a day, you're gonna know which offer converts the best. So, but like I was saying, we're scaling with ads. Figure out your goals. Are your goals to directly just get people on a call? Because then you can run Google ads to a call. Your ads to the point of the ads to get people to schedule an appointment, to hop on Messenger, to join a community, whatever. But the most important part with ads, really have to know your numbers. Like I said, marketing is budget allocations, resource allocation, and exactly like this. Look at this ad over here. We got consultant ad over here for $5 per lead. Oops. Yeah, the other one, call center automation for $14, $15 lead. $5 versus $15. Where would you rather allocate your budget to? A lead that's cheaper or a lead that's more expensive? Obviously, something that's cheaper. But then again, you need to understand what is your goal. Because if you're selling a high ticket product and you're bringing in leads for $5, another lead for $15, but the $15 lead is converting and making you $1,000, who the fuck cares how much you spend on a lead? So the cost per lead is important up to a certain extent if you're selling in high ticket. You can do things, which brings me to the second point, in which case attribution really matters as well too. Attribution in terms of like analytics and tracking. So let's say, for example, you got ad one over here, consultant ad. I'm trying to point over here, like you can see where I'm pointing to. But over here, consultant ad is $5. Call center over here is $15. Let's say for $15, you got a client that's $1,000 for you. But let's say over here for $5, you didn't get a client over here. Obviously, you want to put more budget towards the $15 ones because that's actually bringing you fucking money, right? So I'm trying to say is it's not always about trying to get the cheapest cost per lead. It's more so really knowing your numbers, how much you're willing to spend to be able to acquire that client, and then understanding which ad brought in which type of quality people that I want to convert. All right. And then once you kind of figure out the type of ad that converts and brings those quality people in, fucking scale that shit to the fucking moon, baby. Yeah, you know how it is. All right. So like I said, fucking know your numbers. And if you were ever to decide, another piece of alpha here, if you're ever to decide to hire an ad manager, either me or somebody else, here's my piece of advice, is hire somebody that's confident enough to tell you if your offer fucking sucks. Because if you're spending $1,000 on an ad and, You got the cheapest cost of result, $3 per lead, and it looks like everything's good on paper, numbers looks good, but it's just not fucking converting. There's something wrong with your fucking offer. If you spend $1,000 in your ads and you haven't made a single sale on that, there's something wrong with your offer. You're not offering on your ad what people are willing to spend for it. You know, ads are optimized literally, it's like this, you look at the picture, and the picture gets you to read the description. The description convinces you to then click the ad. So if it looks like, you get people clicking but are not actually clicking the ad and going through, maybe the ad picture is really great, but the actual offer that you have in the description fucking sucks. So what I'm trying to say is you need to have an ad manager that is confident enough in telling you, hey, your offer sucks. We need to switch this around. Because I work with people in Pakistan and the Philippines where it's really, really cheap to be able to get them to work for you. You might be able to hire an ad manager for like $300. But if they're not confident enough to tell you, hey, we need to split test this offer a little bit better, it's not really going to go anywhere. So if you're hiring an ad manager, like I'm saying, don't go for the cheapest ad manager. Don't go for the ad manager that says, hey, I'll put it out for the cheapest. Go for an ad manager that actually more so understands what you're trying to accomplish. That's it. Boom. I'm going to drop it off, mic drop in there. Or just hire me, guys. I got you back. Your boy Blade wants to make you more money because the more money I make you, the more I'm end up getting paid regardless. All right, let's continue. Mass content distribution. So this is like a guy that made like 40K. I kind of want to say this is 40K. Boom. All right, whatever. So, Blade, how did you get this 30, 40K? Over here was a series of content distribution and shoutouts. So this is just another way of fucking just scaling your business. Like originally we talked about emails. You can do 100,000 email campaign in a fucking day if you need help. But if you need that, let me know. Over here, if you need ads, media buying, you can spend fucking, I spend 10 grand in a day on just fucking media buying on Facebook ads. Every day we're probably spending about $1,000 at the very minimum on ads. Next one over here, mass content distribution and shoutouts. I spent the most I've ever spent on a shout out was around 5K, but my partner has definitely spent a lot more than that. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is that mass content fucking works. You all see Alex Ramosi out here putting a shit ton of content. Alex Ramosi spends around $20,000, $30,000 every single day. Every single month on just content. And his girl, Leah Ramosi, also spends the same amount on content because it works and stays out there forever. So if you're able to couple mass content distribution out with shoutouts, guys, it prints for you. So mass content distribution, you need to have systems in place to be able to just seamlessly allow you to just take raw videos, put it into a file, editors edit it out, chop it up, put it into short form and long form, and distribute them out to your YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok, blah, blah, everything. Which is great because our CRM software has a social media planner, which allows you to put content in, allows you to also approve of content. So virtual assistants are putting it into the planner. You approve this or to go out and schedule it out. And also just distribute to as many Facebook groups, as many Instagram platforms, as many TikToks as you possibly want off of that one social media platform. So if you need help with that, get that CRM right now, funnelhackerlab.com, or just message me. What I'm trying to say is you do need a system for content distribution. Content really allows you to also charge more because by showcasing your face and barking trust and becoming that go-to figure, that authority figure, people are going to go to you and spend whatever money it takes because they trust that you've gotten the result because throughout your content, you have done it plenty of times and they've seen it and they trust you. So a typical $500 product that anybody else might sell for $500 because you were able to brand yourself right. You can charge upwards of $1,000, sometimes even 3K. Like, let me give you an example. Fuck, what's his name? Not Jesse Echo. Jesse something else. Fuck, excuse me. I forgot his name for the time being. I'm in a brain fart. It might come to me later. One of my really good boys' name is Jesse. He has this amazing consulting business where he does Instagram, where he teaches people how to make money through Instagram. Okay? And what Jesse originally was done, he was just showing me, I watched this guy grow from like 10,000 followers. I think he's at like 300K right now. But what I'm trying to say is this dude, Jesse, at 10K followers, he was selling his course for $500. Now, 300K followers, he's selling his course for 10K. You know, originally he was selling. I remember because I bought it from him. The ability to unblock Instagram accounts when they got disabled. Originally he was selling that for $1,000. Now he's fucking selling that shit for 5K. You know, it just goes to show what branding can really do for a business and allow you to just charge more because you're attracting more high quality people to you. And of course, shoutouts are just a really cool way, the really successful way to really just boost your engagement, really to be able to leverage other communities and other audiences and bring quality traffic to you. And of course, build your brand up and just attract more people to your brand, to your offers, and then making you more money. So we've used like theme pages in the past, for example, like Millionaire Mentor. If you guys want to look it up really quick, they have like a million shout outs, a million followers. So for example, a million followers, something like that, that might cost upwards of 3K plus. You know, if you're looking at 100K followers, usually that's anywhere between 500 to $1,000. It comes down to just pricing. But if you work with somebody like me, with an agency, somebody that already has those connections, we can get those prices down a lot cheaper for you guys. So let me know if you guys need help with theme pages, influencer marketing. You know, it's great. You know, my sister, you know, her entire business is she's a big UGC. So she has an agency for UGC content creators, you know, user generate content. So she works with a lot of products and fitness products, and she works with her models. She gets products in the hands of other UGC models and just fucking blows up brands because you got a whole bunch of hot chicks and influencers repping your stuff, your pre-workout, your workout supplements, whatever the fuck it is. That's what my sis does. All right, cool. And like I was saying, this is the 3-step process kind of getting to the end of the year. But brand yourself with authority, automate your business, and fucking scale your sales, guys. All right? Fucking results don't lie. All this shit works, you guys. Everything I showed you, stuff that I've done in the past, it fucking works, guys. All right, and we're getting time to the end of the year. I want to open this up to questions. If you guys have any questions over here, raise your hand, comment below, hop on the talk right now. And if you guys need help, guys, I want to make you more money because the way I see all my fucking business run is that the more money I fucking make you guys, the more you end up paying me. Which is why on my YouTube channel or on my Instagram or even through here, guys, I try to be as fucking as open as possible for you guys. I try to keep this as simple as possible, guys, so anybody can do it because I truly value that. Hey, you make money, guys. You guys will pay me money. You know, the more money I make you, the more you're gonna pay me. So you got, like I said, guys, if you guys need help, that QR code, you can scan on there. It takes you directly to my link tree, showcases everything I kind of do. You go to theprojectalpha.com, or you can just message me, or we're gonna hop on a quick call, funnelhackerlab.com/call-us. You can find that link tree as well too, guys. But I don't see anybody raising their hand right now. I want to thank you all. Also, we got a whole bunch of people still on here. I want to thank you guys for watching, guys. I wish you guys abundance, the best. God bless, guys. Of course, this records beyond YouTube momentarily. God bless, guys. Let's make a lot of money, guys. And this week coming up, let's absolutely freaking crush it, guys. You need help? You guys know how to get in contact with me. God bless. Talk to you guys later. And let's make some more freedom through godly wealth. God bless, guys. Thank you guys for watching.